Welcome back.
Nick and Lex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight we're gonna do some Genesis, and this is I've always talked about this song, and I thought, hey, let's do it. Alexa doesn't remember this song. I do remember it. I know there's a really cool video which we could do in the future. I just want you to focus on this. This was them as a trio. 1986, and we just did the Brazilian Lee and I. So, and I think we did album. Invisible Touch with Your Sister.
Yes.
So Land of Confusion, that's basically the first song I ever heard by Genesis, and I thought that's Genesis. You know, that I thought that was the band.
Yeah, and right now that we're looking at this album, I thought I had heard Tonight, and I thought that was Genesis, which is from the same album. So I can't say for sure if I've heard this song or not, but I'll let you guys know. But it's fun because it'll be, even if it is a re-listen, it's like I can't even hum it in my head. Okay. I can't even remember anything.
Yeah.
So.
I do remember it pretty well, but I'm gonna pay extra attention to Tony Banks, to, you know, just like to Phil and his drumming, to all the stuff that's happening, you know. Obviously Steve Hackett is not on here anymore, so I don't know if, you know, how it's gonna sound. I'm
excited.
Gonna listen to this with a totally different perspective now that I know stuff like Supper's Ready and, you know, Fourth or Fifth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's give it a listen. And because I was like, I remember every time when Dream Theater or bands that I listen to that are prog bands would mention Genesis as their influences, I would think of Land of Confusion. I was like,
you're like, what does that have to do with
what does that have to do with shredding on your guitar and playing like all these drum changes?
And for you new Genesis fans on the channel, if you haven't seen any of our other Genesis videos,
go back.
Please go back. But I just want to say,
stop the video.
We have mentioned several times that we are not. We don't discriminate against Phil Collins era or Peter Gabriel. We like them both. Obviously, musically, we love.
I love
Peter
the early
Genesis.
stuff, but I also get a kick out of the new stuff.
We can appreciate it.
Even if it's poppy. We were not born into the, like, oh, this is Peter Gabriel, and then he leaves, and then Phil takes over.
The change.
We just got everything at once, and I just love it all, you know. I know why they did I know why they changed, and there's people even saying, oh, I dropped off like before Steve Hackett even left.
Oh
know?
Yeah.
So like I don't drop off, you know. I don't do that stuff. I don't. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go. 1, 2, and go. Sorry, but this is good music.
It is
I would have if I would have lived in 1986, you know, as a older person in my 20s, I would have loved this shit. Like and then like the drums are almost like they are electric, but it's like this bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know.
He's an amazing drummer, and just the effects and
it's like Tony. I think it's Tony Williams doing this dum 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 dum, like this weird keyboard, and it's like it really works, man.
Yeah.
And then the bass, it sounds synthy. It sounds, more modern. It sounds of the time. It sounds like 80s music. I think it's great. I love the lyrics that are more like politically driven here.
Yeah.
And it has a great chorus that,
yes. And I obviously did recognize it, but I don't know any of the lyrics or anything. And then I'm like, into the night. Just knew that part. So I've definitely heard this, but it's been so long I didn't remember anything.
Great. It's great stuff. I think I did this on the channel. I just to fill it as a filler because it was Warner Brothers. But this is a kick-ass song. Yeah. I'm loving it. I love Supper's Ready, and I love Blood on the Rooftops and Carpet Crawlers, but I can appreciate this too.
I agree. We should do, you guys let us know, but if we should go on with this album, should we do Throwing It All Away? Because that one has even more than Tonight, and that one's pretty well known, I thought.
And Land of Confusion is big on
Land
that
of
list.
Confusion is very big, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back.
Woo!
1, 2... I mean, for 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Those are a lot. And that whole section, I didn't remember
that
any
last
of that.
section was amazing.
The middle.
There was a person in the comment section saying, stop reacting to Genesis. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Like, oh, leave this band alone already. Like, move on. Are you nuts? Like, honestly, if you're watching this video, you're insane. No, this is really, really good. I love this song. It is different music, but it has these same musicians behind the helm, and it shows.
Yes.
You know? And yes, if I got a deal, you know, I can make so many millions for a new record. Of course I will make a new record. What am I listening to on the radio? Okay, let's do something similar with our talent. That's what you do, man. You have to adapt, you know. Now, you can go a little bit too far, you know, but it's also difficult to have, you know, with the 70s stuff that is already very hard to get into. I mean, I want to, you know, break out into the mainstream, you know. I totally understand this move.
Like they say in the comments, someone had to pay the bills, you know.
Exactly. So I mean,
that's what they did, and I think they did. And
I've heard worse music from 1986. You know, this is awesome. I love it.
Very
like
very
I'm
good.
just like I can't be judgmental, and Genesis has been literally converted itself into one of my favorite bands. It's just like there's too much music that I know that sounds like this and is not as good. You know, that's the thing. So, but what overall, how do you like it?
I loved it. I really did. I mean, I'm a big fan of course, Firth of Fifth and, you know, Carpet Crawlers and these things. But this is just, it's so good in a different way. This makes you move. It makes you smile. It's upbeat and it's good.
Yeah.
Musically, it's good. It's not like, I don't know. I feel like they really found a good way of, paying the bills and keeping up with the times, you know, and which is hard to do. Not everyone can achieve it. And a lot of you have mentioned that in the comments too, you know, even with, like not everyone can change styles completely and still remain a band and still sound good. So
yeah, because I mean, I think the earlier stuff, obviously the first like 6-7 albums were very cerebral and very classical influenced, and there's a lot of, you know, progressiveness in there, you know, the time signatures and the solos and the long songs and and this is, I guess, just, you know, where they said, hey, you know, I have a solo career that's kicking off. This is what I do. Are you interested in doing something like this? I think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And look, it did work, and they hired him for Disney, you know, Tarzan. It's a great gig.
Brother
you know,
Bear.
how many millions did he make? You know, Phil Collins with his solo work. And if you incorporate the guys that you love, you know, that you've worked with for, you know, decades, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed it. I'm happy we did it. Now, you guys let us know, what should we do? Should we go with throwing it all away?
This is when the comment section becomes the most interesting because people were like, no, you know, after like, I don't know, like a certain album, I left, you know, and there's even people that left after Peter Gabriel left. Well, I'm so sorry, guys, because you're really missing out because, I mean, Trick of the Tail, that's one of the best albums by Genesis, and it doesn't have Peter Gabriel on it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
like
I have to agree.
It's just, it is what it is. The same with Pink Floyd. People are like, yeah, I've never listened to Dark Side of the Moon. I only know the stuff with what's his name, the first album.
Sid. Yeah. I was gonna say that's just one album.
Yeah, that's like, come on, you can't do that. Like I've only listened to the Sid stuff.
Yeah.
So you've never listened to anything else by Pink Floyd? That is
Craziness.
just putting a roadblock in front of you.
Yeah.
Right? I do not. I'm not for that.
Totally. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you for sharing all of these Genesis moments with us. If this is not your first Genesis rodeo with Nick and Lex, thank you guys so much, and let us know what you thought of this era. Like, we love to hear from you. Comments, where were you when this came out? How shocked were you? Did you go along with it?
Also a thing, like, have you changed your mind since then? Because yes, it could be like you were into the proggy stuff and you were into, you know, the epics and stuff, and then this came out and you hated it but now, do you still hate it? Do you have learned to love it? This is 40 years ago. Right?
Yeah. Maybe
so
as you
have
age.
you now, like, are you now into it? That would be also interesting to know.
I want to know that too. That's a very good point. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.